Good day, everyone. This is teacher Jonathan once again, and you are watching Science Moves channel. And our today's discussion is about cell, the fundamental unit of life. Are you ready? Let's get started. So, I'm gonna simplify this topic, make it easier for you. All right. First, what is cell? Well, it says cell is the basic structural and functional unit of living organisms. So that means all living organisms has this, all right? Well, there are many thoughts about cells. You call that the cell theory. And the first one is, well, all known living things are made up of one or more cells. That's the first thought. Number two, all living cells arise from pre-existing cells by cell division. What's this supposed to mean? That means the cells that we already have, they came from cells already existed. As simple as that. And the third part of the theory is that the cell is the basic unit of life. Well, there are many known scientists who formulated these thoughts. They made several discoveries in the field of biology, especially in cytology in the cell. All right, so I call this the cell theory timeline. Started 1665. You're familiar with Robert Hooke, and he discovered the cell. Okay, not to mention Anton van Leeuwenhoek, the first scientist who observed the living cell. All right, I'm not gonna go through this one by one. I'm gonna go through those. All these are famous. All right, and they made a tremendous effort in the discovery of and development of the cell. All right. So we have Felix, we have Matthias, we have J.E. Purkinje, who discovered protoplasm. What does that mean? Matthias Leiden proposed all plants are made of cells, and which is absolutely correct. Okay. We also have Theodore Swan, Carl, Rudolf Virchow. These are all the prominent scientists who made tremendous discoveries in the field of biology. Now, there are two types. We have the unicellular organisms. Students, when we say uni, that means one. Okay, so don't be confused with the oops, whoa, wait, what is this? Unicellular, I don't understand. Uni means one. And so the euglena is just one celled organism. Paramecium is just one celled organism. They live in just one cell only. Yes, look like this in a microscope. All these are beautiful under the microscope, and they are all unicellular. One cell. Okay, uni means one, cellular means cell, so one cell organism. Okay, and there are many more. I'm just giving you 3 examples for now. Okay, and if we have unicellular, we also have multicellular. Multi means many. All right, so we already know that plants have many cells. Animals, fungus, even humans. All right, I have a trivia for you. How many cells have we got? The humans have. Dun 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 dun. 300 trillion cells. Can you believe that? We are actually made up of 300 trillion cells. That's enormous. That's a lot, right? And so it's gonna look like this under the microscope. This is the leaf cell, and this is the muscle cell. So that's beautiful, right? You might say, why they are all pink? Why these are green? Okay, you may ask your teacher. But as for me, they are all the staining techniques, all right? And so that they will appear visible in under the microscope, all right? Next slide. You might say, well, what's the biggest cells? What's the smallest cells? Okay. Well, cells vary in sizes, I should say. I'm not gonna go through that in detail. So the sperm cell look like this. The ovum cells or the ova look like this. The nerve cell is beautiful. It's gonna look like this. All right. Trivia for you. This is the only cell that can swim. What is this? If your answer is sperm cell, you got it right. Yay! That's the only cell that can swim because of the presence of the flagella or the flagellum. All right, here we go. And they also vary in shapes. RBCs or the red blood cells look like a little tiny donuts. So think about it like that. All right. And these are the nerve cells and the white blood cells. All right. Nowadays, you are using or we are using the compound microscope in the laboratory. It's gonna look like this. I'm sure you know or your teacher explained to you how and the safety use of microscope. Uh, in the university, in the advanced laboratory, we have electron microscope that could magnify up to 500,000, up to 1 million X. Can you believe that? Although the compound microscope can just magnify up to several hundreds to 1,000. All right. So you can just imagine uh, things that you can do inside the laboratory if you have all these electron microscope. It could magnify an object or a specimen under 1 billion X. That's powerful. Okay. So let's go back. Let's go now to the parts of the animal cells. All right. You can pause this video and see this one by one. All right. Pause this video to your advantage so you can familiarize all this beautiful structure of animal cells. We're going to go through that one by one in our later video. For now, I'm gonna continue with the plant cell. Go ahead, pause this video and master the parts of the plant cell. All right. Uh, and then we have the bacterial cell. All right. This is gonna, they look actually really beautiful, but very dangerous. Okay. Here we go. These are not now the parts of the cell. We have the plasma membrane. So the plasma membrane is going to look like this. If you're a grade 6 student, you don't have to worry about this structure. But basically, what this plasma membrane do is that they maintain the shape and the size of the cell. So this is like if you are living in if you have a house, this is more like a fence. Okay, it protect you from the outside environment. Okay, so a cell wall, you can find that in the plant cell. It provides definite shape and strength and rigidity in the plant cell. So it's gonna look like this in detail. All right, for now you don't have to worry about. If you are a university student, then you may wanna familiarize all this structure. And you can see cellulose in here. These are all undigestible materials. All right. And yeah, that's why you need to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. And so that this cellulose right here, it's gonna sweep all those dirt into your stomach. A little bit of the health. Nucleus. So this is the beautiful nucleus. And we know inside, right, of the nucleus that has chromatin and the chromosomes in it. Next, another picture of the nucleus. That's beautiful. Okay. Probably I'm gonna make another video of the differences between the chromosomes, chromatin, and all that, because a lot of students, they are having trouble knowing the differences. Chromosome, chromatin, chromatid, sister chromatids, what are those? Blah, blah, blah. Another, oh yeah, there is, this is the one that I'm talking about, but we will make a separate video. Okay. Basically, this controls all the cellular activity. So what's that mean? If this is a school, okay, nucleus is more like the principal. The principal manages the school, just like the nucleus. It control all the cellular activities. Does that make sense? I hope. All right. The cytoplasm is a jelly-like material. So you could just imagine that all the little structures are floating around in here. We call that cytoplasm. Jelly-like materials. 80% of these are water. All right. The endoplasmic reticulum. If you're on the road, this is more like the highways. So it moves around materials in here. Does that make sense? Okay, endoplasmic reticulum is like a highway. All right. So if you're in the school, this is more like a pathway or the hallways. Okay, so I'm just giving you some analogy. The Golgi bodies. So this one is the Golgi body. It's discovered by Camillo Golgi. That's why it was named after him. So the Golgi body, they are like the packaging area. Okay, if you're in the factory, this is the packaging area. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So think about it like that. That's the Golgi body, and this is now the Golgi body at work, and so it transports and packages everything. All right. Next, the lysosome. Lysosomes are like this. So you may think of this like a janitor of the school, because the lysosome cleans the cell. So think about it like a janitor, or the ones who cleaned up everything in school. All right. So if you see the janitor in your school, say hi, and think of them as a lysosome. Okay. It destroys bacteria, viruses. Okay, that's the function of the lysosome. The vacuole, they stores waste products. Okay, so these are the vacuoles right here. And for some, they store water, sugar, or even iron. So this is more like a storage, extra storage for the cell. All right. And then we have the mitochondria. Okay, you know what that means. This is the power source. Okay, if you're in the factory, this is more like the generator, generates energy, generates electricity. Same as the mitochondria, it gives energy, provide energy. Okay, mitochondria. Next, we have plastids. If you're grade 6, you don't have to worry, or grade 7, you don't have to worry about this. Okay, I'm gonna skip this, but if you wanna know more about these plastids, you can pause this video or go back to this video later on. All right. The chromoplast, they are present in mostly plants and vegetables. All right. It's amazing to know. What else do we have? Leucoplasts. Oh, sounds the same, but actually they are called the plastids. All right. They found in storage organs such as fruits, tubers, and seeds. Moving on. The chloroplast. And you know what that means, right? So inside these are the chlorophyll that undergo photosynthesis. That makes plant cells and animal cells so different, because plant cells, it has chloroplasts that can undergo photosynthesis. So by now, you already know what photosynthesis means, right? So they can produce their own food because of this organelle chloroplast. And we have centrosome. Okay. We also have cytoskeleton. We also have, oh, this is the difference between the prokaryotic cells and the eukaryotic cells. Go ahead, pause this video and try to determine its differences. All right. And of course, the difference between animal cells and plant cell. So once again, you can go back to this video and see the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotics, plant cell and animal cells. Okay, I hope this video is useful and I hope that you find value in this video. All right. Once again, this is Teacher Jonathan, and you are watching Science Moves channel. Thank you very much. And if you are new to my channel, please like my video and subscribe. Once again, thank you very much and bye everyone. See you next time.